हेलो दोस्तों। इस वीडियो में मैं आपको किरण पब्लिकेशन का बीपीएससी कंप्यूटर साइंस के टीआरई के रिलेटेड जो भी टॉपिक है 11th क्लास और 12th क्लास का मैं पूरा कर रहा हूं, उसको आगे बढ़ाऊंगा। इस वीडियो में मैं आपको इंट्रोडक्शन टू प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग टॉपिक को क्लियर करूंगा। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं। ये आपको बीपीएससी और बीपीएससी से रिलेटेड जैसे केवीएस इस तरह के एग्ज़ाम के लिए बहुत उपयोगी साबित होगा। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं। देखते हैं इंट्रोडक्शन। द सक्सेस ऑफ ए कंप्यूटर इन सॉल्विंग अ प्रॉब्लम डिपेंड्स ऑन हाउ करेक्टली एंड precisely we define the problem, design a solution algorithm and implement the solution problem using a programming language. Thus, problem solving is the process of identifying a problems, developing an algorithm for the identified problem, and finally implementing the algorithm to develop a computer program. स्टेप्स फॉर प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग। प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग का क्या स्टेप है, चलिए हम लोग देखते हैं। व्हेन प्रॉब्लम्स आर straightforward and easy, we can easily find the solution. But a complex problem requires a methodical approach to find the right solution. In other words, we have to apply problem solving techniques. Problem solving begins with the precise identification of the problem and end with a complete working solution in terms of a program or software. Key steps required for solving a problem using a computer are discussed below. Analyzing the problems. First, analyze the problem. We need to read and analyze the problem statement carefully in order to list the principal component of the problem and decide the care functionalities that our solution should have. By analyzing a problem, we would be able to figure out what are the input the tool problem should accept and the output the in should produce. Second, developing an algorithm. Before writing a program code for a given problem, it is essential to devise a solution. The solution is represented in natural language and is called an algorithm. Coding. After finalizing the algorithm, we need to convert the algorithm into the format which can be understood by the computer to generate the desired solution. Different high-level programming language can be used for writing a problem. 4. Testing and debugging. The problem created should be tested on various parameters. The program should meet the requirements of the user. It must respond within the expected time. It should generate correct output for all possible input. In the presence of a synthetical error, no output will be obtained. In case the output generated is incorrect, then the problem should be checked for logical error. if any. Software programs goes through testing, updating, troubleshooting and maintenance during the development process. Usually, software contains error and bugs when which are removed routinely. Debugging is the process of fixing a bug in the software. Algorithm. An algorithm is an effective method expressed as a finite list of well-defined instructions for calculating a function, strings starting from an initial state and initial input. The instructions describe a computation which will eventually produce output. When executed, we can use algorithm to solve any kind of problems. However, before writing a problem, we need to write the step to solve the problem in simple English language. Thus, step by step produced to solve the problem is called algorithm. That means this step by step produced to solve the problem is called algorithm. Remember, step by step produced to solve the problem is called algorithm. The purpose of using an algorithm is to increase the reliability, accuracy and efficiency of obtaining solution. Characteristic of a good algorithm: precision. The steps are precisely started or defined. Uniqueness. Result of each step are uniquely defined and only depend on the input and the result of the preceding steps. Finiteness. Finiteness. The algorithm always stops after a finite number of steps. Input. The algorithm receives some input. Output. The algorithm produced some output. While writing an algorithm, it is required to clearly identify the following. First, the input to be taken from the user. Second, processing or computation to be performed to get the desired result. The output desired by the user. Representation of algorithms. The software designers or programmers analyze the problem and identify the logical steps that need to be followed to reach a solution by using theoretical using the algorithmic thinking skills. There are two common methods of representing an algorithm: flowchart and pseudocode. Thus, method can be used to represent an algorithm while keeping in mind of following. It showcases the logi of the problem solution. Executing any implementation details, it clearly recall the flow of control during execution of the program. Flowchart, visual representation of algorithm. A flow chart is a visual representation of an algorithm. A flow chart is a diagram made up boxes and other shapes connected by arrow. Each shape represents a step of the solution process and the represent the order or link among the step. Shape or symbol to draw flow charts. Start or end. Flow chart. Start or end. Also called terminator symbol. It indicate where the flow start and ends. Process in rectangular along called action symbol. It represents a process action or a single step. Decision in diamond shape. A decision branching point, usually a yes or no, true or false question is asked and base of the answer. The path get split into two branches. Input output, also called data symbol. This parallelogram shape is used to input and output data. Arrow connector to show order or flow between shapes. The way of execution of the problem shall be categorized into three ways. First, sequence statement. Second, selection statement. And third, iteration or looping statement. This is called as a control structure. First, sequence statement. In this problem, all the instructions are executed one after another. Example: write an algorithm to point good morning. Step 1, start. Step 2, print good morning. Step 3, stop. Example: write an algorithm to find area of rectangle. Start. Step 1, start. Step 2, take length and breadth and store them as L and B. Step 3, multiply by L and B and store it in area. Print area. Step 5, stop. In this above mentioned two examples, all the instructions executed one after another. These examples are executed under sequential statement. Selection statement. In this program, some print portion of the program is executed based upon the conditional test. If the conditional test is true, compiler will execute some part of the program. Otherwise, it will execute the other part of the program. Write an algorithm to check whether he is eligible to vote more than or equal to 18-year-old. Step 1, start. Step 2, take age and store in the age. Step 3, check age value. If age greater than equal to 18, then go to the step 4, else step 5. Print eligible to vote and go to step 6. Step 5, print not eligible to vote. Step 6, stop. Another example: write an algorithm to check whether given number is positive or negative or 0. Positive, negative or 0. Step 1, start. Step 2, take any number and store in the n. Step 3, check n value. If n greater than 0, then go to the step 5, else go to the step 4. Step 4, check n value. If n less than equal to 0, then go to the step 6, or other else go to the step 7. Step 5, print given number is positive and go to step 8. Step 6, print given number is negative and go to the step 8. Step 7, print given number is 0. Step 8, stop. In this above mentioned examples, all the statements are not executed, but based upon the input, some portion of the algorithm are executed because we have true or false situation in the program. Third, iterative statements. In some problems, certain set of statements are executed along and again based upon conditional test, that is execute more than one time. This types of execution is called looping or iteration. Example, write an algorithm to print all natural number upon 2n. Step 1, start. Step 2, take any number and store it in n. Step 3, store 1 in 1. Step 4, check one value. If I greater than equal to I less than equal to n, then go to step 5, else go to step 8. Step 5, print I. Step 6, increment I value by 1. Step 7, go to step 4. Step 8, stop. In this example, 4, 5, 6 steps 4, 5, 6 and 7 are executed more than one time. Pseudocode. A pseudocode so DOS code is another way to representing an algorithm. It is considered as a non-formal language that helps programmers to write algorithms. It is a detailed description of instructions that a computer must follow in the particular order. It is intended for human reading and cannot be executed directly by the computer. No specific standard for writing a pseudocode exists. The word pseudo means not real, so pseudocode means not real code. Following are some of the frequently used keywords while writing pseudocode. Input, second compute, third print, 4 increment, 5 decrement, 6 if else, 7 while, 8 true or false. There is no strict set of standard notation for pseudocode, but some of the most widely recognized are input /read indicate a user will inputting something. Output or write indicate that an output will appear on the screen. Third, while a loop iteration that has a condition at the beginning. 4, for a counting loop iteration. 5, repeat until a loop iteration that has a condition condition at the end. If then else. 6, if then else. A decision selection in while which a choice is made made any instructions that occur inside a selection or iteration are usually indicate intended representation of algorithm using pseudocode. Example: pseudo code to find out largest of two number. Write place enter two number, read n1 n2. If n1 greater than n2, set max to n1, else set max to n2. Benefits of pseudocode. A pseudocode of a program help in representing the basic functionality of the entered program. By writing the code first in a human responsible language, the programmer safeguards against leaving out any important step. By writing the code first a human readable language, the programmer safeguards against leaving out any important step. Besides, for non-programmers, actual programmers are difficult to read and understood, but pseudocode help them to review the step or to confirm that the proposed implementation is going to achieve the desired output. Flow control. The flow of control depicts the flow of events as the represented in the flow chart. The events can flow in a sequence or on branch based on the decision, or even repeat some part of the finite number of items at times. Sequence. Such algorithm where all the steps are executed often, the other are said to be executed in sequence. However, statements in an algorithm may not always execute in a sequence. We many sometimes require the algorithm to entire, so some routine takes in a repeated manner or behave differently depending on the outcome of the previous step. Selection. Selection which part of an algorithm to execute depending on the some criteria. For example, if you passed a class in school, then we execute the operation that clap and cheer and play a song. But if you don't pass the class, then maybe we would say better luck next time, hang in there. The program check one or more condition and perform operation, sequence or actions depending on true or false value of the condition. These true or false value are called binary value. Conditions are written in the algorithm as the follow. If condition, then step to be taken when the condition is true or fulfilled. There are situations where we also need taken action when the condition is not fulfilled. To represent that, we can write it condition it true, then a step 4 steps to be taken when the condition is true or fulfilled, otherwise step to be taken when the condition is false, false or not fulfilled. In programming language, otherwise is represented using else keyword. Hence, a true or false conditions is written using if else book in actual programs. Repetition. The kind of a statement we use when we want something to be done repeatedly for a given number to at times. For example, suppose 10 cards need to be withdrawn in a card game. Then the pseudocode need to be represented 10 times to decide the winner. In programming, representation is also known as the iteration or loop. A loop in an algorithm means execution of some program's statement repeatedly till some specified condition is satisfied. Many times we want to be able to repeat a set of operation a specific number of times, or until some condition occurs. Verifying algorithms. Today's software are used in more critical services like in the medical field or the space shelters. Such software need to be work correctly in every situation. Therefore, the software design should make sure that the functioning of all the component are defined correctly. Check and verify in every possible way. When we have written in algorithm, we want to verify that it is working and as expected. To verify, we have to take different input value and go through all the step of the algorithm to add the desired output for each input value, and many modify or improve as per the need. The method of taking an input and running through the steps of the algorithm is sometimes called dry run. Such a dry run will help us to identify any incorrect step in the algorithm. Second, figure out missing details in or specify in the algorithm. Suppose we develop some software without verifying using algorithm, and if there are errors in the algorithm, then the software developer will not run. Hence, it is important to verify an algorithm since the effort required to each and fix a mistake in minimal. Comparison of algorithm. There can be more than one approach to solve a problem using computer, and hence we have more than one algorithm. Algorithm can be compared and analyzed on the basis of the amount of processing times they need to be run, an amount of a memory that is needed to be execute the algorithm. These are termed as the complexity and space complexity. Representatively, the choice of an algorithm over another is done depending on how efficient they are in terms of processing time required, time complexity, and the main memory they utilize, space complexity. Coding. Once an algorithm is finished, it should be coded in high-level programming language as selected by the programmer. The ordered set of instructions are written in the programming language by following its syntax. Syntax is the set of rule or grammar that governs the formulation of the statement in the language, such as spellings or the order of the word, punctuation, etc. Coding is basically implementing logic and algorithmic pseudocode derived from requirement analysis / problem definition in one of the perfect programming in language C, C++, Java, JavaScript, Python, etc. as per the protocols, rules, synthetic grammar of the chosen language by following the design decisions. A program written in high-level language is called source code. We need to translate the source code into machine language using a compiler or an interpreter so that it can be understood by the computer. Decisions. Decomposition. Sometimes a problem may be complex, that is, its solution is not directly derivable. In such case, we need to decompose it into similar parts. The basic idea of solving a complex problem by decomposition, it is decompose or break down a complex problem into a smaller subproblems. These subproblems are relatively easier to solve them than the original problem. Finally, the sub problems are combined in a logical way to obtain the solution for the bigger main problems. Once the individual sub-problems are solved, it is necessary to test them for their correctness and integrate them to get the complete solution. So this topic is completed. Please like and share my video, and for more information and related video, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching.